Like a lot of people in the world, I lived the majority of my life thinking that, I had a fairly unique experience. Meaning that compared to the average person, I thought that I lived my life in a different path, for the majority of it, at least up until I found this thing called social media, where people are constantly dumping the exact same experiences that I have, which makes me question whether we're all just the same person with different skin colors. We all have a lot of things in common, especially in gaming, and one of those things that I think we all share an experience with is that at some point in time, there's something deep embedded within our DNA for having a love for the game of Minecraft. Whether you played it in its early adoption stage, in the 2012 era where it became mainstream, or even at any point after that, this simple block game brings together any age group for the same reason. That f***ing OST, this is literally heaven converted into audio. Also, it's timeless gameplay that has a priceless experience whether you want to survive in the wilderness of the world or just use the game to showcase your creativity. Now, it should go without saying that I'm only touching the surface for what's possible in the game of Minecraft, since it's a game that's still literally evolving over a decade later since its release. If you told kid 2015 me that Minecraft would become so expanded by 2023, I don't know what the hell I would think. That kid was weird as hell. But we're witnessing yet another step in the game's evolution, as after the release of the game's 1.20 update just last month, Mojang, like always, is releasing new experimental snapshots to test out, new things before the next big game update. Their most recent snapshot, codenamed 23W13A, the hell is even that, brought about a few new core gameplay changes, but one in particular has kind of divided the fans on whether it's needed or not, since it's altered a gameplay mechanic that's been there since day one. Now, to give you all some context in case there's anyone watching that hasn't played Minecraft before, beating the survival mode of the game is based on two factors: obtaining the best materials and weapons, and then beating the Ender Dragon. Anything you do in between is all optional if it doesn't aid in any of those two factors. But that first one, gaining the materials, most people already know that one of the most sought after materials to make weapons and armor out of is undoubtedly diamond. I mean, I guess it's nether right now, but I wasn't playing when they added that feature, so for the video I'm still team diamond. Anyway, with diamond being such a good material, it should go without saying that it's a rare thing to find in the game. You gotta go really deep in the caves in the world to find it, and depending on your experience with the game, that could take anywhere from a couple minutes to a couple hours. However, in this latest snapshot, Mojang is experimenting with making that diamond hunt grind just a little bit easier. The diamonds are still in the same place on the map level, except now in the snapshot, there's more diamonds in those spots, so instead of finding a patch with maybe 5 or so diamonds only, you'll be rewarded with a greater number of diamonds in the deep slate layer. Now, while it may seem like, good news to see the game get a little easier in one of its hardest aspects, some players aren't happy with this update, since part of the fun for them in the game is the lengthy grind for things like finding diamonds. And I can understand that perspective. The first time that I played the game of Minecraft, I literally celebrated finding diamonds since it was so rare, and damn near had a heart attack if I was lucky enough to find an emerald. So little gameplay things like that is what makes the experience so special, so I can understand players being upset over that, but again, this is only an experimental snapshot to see if the feature works for gameplay or not, so it's not like it's confirmed to be permanent or not be changed in the future. Now, as to why they're changing this part of the gameplay is a little up in the air, but I wouldn't be surprised if it has something to do with the growing need for easier games for reasons I explained in the video not too long ago. Go ahead and check that video out. But either way, this is a crazy change to see, this late in the game's timeline. So hopefully down the line, this feature will either prove itself to be good for the game or be removed. So what do you guys think about this change in Minecraft, man? Feel free to comment down below. And as always, leave a like on the video, subscribe, check out the Patreon if you're interested. And I'll see you guys in the next one.